for SAASy.
So, today's theme is cake.
So, for today, I have a colouring sheet for you. I also have a dot to dot.
And I have for you an anagram with all different ingredients.
But because today's theme's cakes, I thought we could show you how to make a super simple sponge cake.
Hey everyone, so today is Celine's birthday. Don't tell I let you know. Can you please all leave her a happy birthday message in the comments? But now, let's get to the baking.
So, you're going to need your recipe card.
So, for the cake, you're going to need 200 grams of softened butter, 200 grams of all-purpose flour, 200 grams of granulated sugar, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of salt. For the icing, you will need icing sugar, milk, vanilla extract and food colouring. The food colouring can be optional. You can also add some sprinkles if you like.
You will also need a cake or loaf tin, an oven, oven gloves, a wooden spoon or whisk, a cooling rack, a large mixing bowl, a smaller bowl, a metal spoon and a toothpick or a butter knife. You will also need a little bit of butter or oil to grease the cake tin.
So, now you're going to want to wash your hands. So now you're going to want to preheat your oven. You can preheat it to 180 degrees or 160 if you're a fan assisted oven or gas mark IV. So now we're going to grease the inside of the cake tin. You can either use butter or oil. I'm going to be using oil, and I find that if you get a paper towel or a napkin and use it to either scoop some butter out or to put the oil on so you can cover the whole cake tin. And you only need a little bit, and so then you just move it around and make sure you get all the corners and the sides.
So now that you've greased your tin, you're going to want to cream together your butter and sugar. So you're going to put them both in your mixing bowl and cream them together. It should look a little like this, nice and light and fluffy.
So now we need to add our eggs. So we need to do them one at a time. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one egg, crack it into the bowl, set the shell to side, mix it in until it's fully combined with your butter and sugar, and then you're going to do the same with the other egg. But remember, after each time you crack the egg, you need to go and wash your hands. So now your mixture should look a little bit like this.
So now that your egg is fully mixed into your mixture, you're going to add your salt, and your vanilla extract. Now you're going to mix them in. Now we have to add the flour. So we have to add it a little bit at a time and then mix that little bit in, and then another bit, then mix it, and then another bit. batter should look like this.
So now we're going to take our cake batter and pour it into our cake tin. And remember, if any of this is too difficult, to ask an adult for help. So now you're going to take your cake and put it in the oven. Remember to always use oven gloves. And you're going to want to bake it for an hour or until you can put a toothpick in and it comes out clean. Now that your cake's fully baked, you're going to want to take it out of the tin and put it onto the cooling tray.
So now we're going to make some icing for on top of the cake. So for this you're going to need your icing sugar and milk. I also am going to add some vanilla extract to the icing. You could add any flavouring that you want, or you could just leave it. I'm also going to add some blue food colouring so that it's a nice blue colour, and then I'm going to decorate it with some sprinkles. So what you're going to do is you're going to add your icing sugar into a bowl. Once all of it's in, I'm then going to add a little bit of milk at a time and mix it around. You don't want to put a lot of milk in because then it will go too runny and then your icing won't be thick and it won't be able to set. So as you can see, mine is really thick, but I've still not got all of the icing sugar mixed in. So I'm going to add a little bit more, but not too much milk, and mix it again. So if you prefer your icing to be a bit thick, you can just leave it thick. If you want it a bit thinner, you can add some more water, some more milk. Or if you added too much milk, it's okay. All you do is add a little bit more icing sugar because it will balance it out. So now this is what mine looks like. I like mine thick but not too thick, and runny but not too runny, so just right. So now I'm going to add in the vanilla. You can add in as much as you want, but if you add too much it tastes a bit too sweet and sometimes a bit fake. So slowly add in little bits at a time. So now that I've got the amount of vanilla I want in it, I'm going to start adding the food colouring. So with food colouring, you have to be really careful you don't add too much because sometimes it can leave an icky taste in it and you can only taste the food colouring instead of everything that you put in. So I like to do a little drop at a time and just mix it in, and depending on what kind of colour you want, if you want a light colour you only put a few drops in, if you want a dark colour obviously you're going to have to put more in. So this is the colour that we decided to go for. So now I'm going to take my cake and I'm just going to pour the icing onto it. I like to pour it in the middle and then making sure it doesn't drip everywhere, and then spread it out to the edges before I add more because you don't want it to have too much icing on it. So now that we've put the icing on, we're going to add some sprinkles.
So there you have it, SAASy's super simple sponge cake.
Please send us pictures of yours as well as pictures of you and your colouring sheets.
And remember to look out for tomorrow's video.